grew up in Garden City at the Episcopal Cathedral of the Incarnation back in the 50s and 60s, and always wanted to be a priest, but it was impossible. So I wound up teaching for a few years, and that sense of call began to come back as women were being ordained, first as deacons and then as priests. And so I thought I'd step out of faith and see what would happen, and got my way to seminary. And it was an evolving sense of call. It wasn't like a flash of lightning or Jesus tapping me on the shoulder, as I've actually heard from some people, but an evolving, and it was really, I was testing myself. Is this really right? How does it feel? How does it feel in the field of education and working with parishioners for the first time? And step by step, I decided to continue, and my call was affirmed, which is the greatest thing of my life. So I can't imagine what my life probably would have just taught the rest of my life, and that would have been very satisfactory. And I should say that where I taught before I went to seminary is very interesting. It was in two schools for the intellectually challenged, and I developed a music program for them. And it was during that time that I noticed that these children, while they were intellectually challenged, they were spiritually connected. And that made me very curious about kind of what did they have that many of us don't have. And it was real, that also prompted me to continue my journey toward my vocation. Interestingly, the who who succeeded me in that teaching job, I learned later, also left to go to seminary. So there was definitely something going on there. Well, I was thinking a lot about challenges that I faced along the way. And I was in a progressive diocese, the Diocese of Washington, to get started. And so I had it much better than many people I'd heard of, in terms of not having the hostility that they faced. But in those early days, say as a woman on the staff, a priest on the staff, with a male rector and male wardens, I faced what many women have faced in an office setting. I'd come up with an idea or insight, nothing. The man says it, very good idea, very good idea. Over time, women have been able to overcome that by something that we call mutual affirmation. And so we'll give credit to the idea that someone else had or a woman had. And I think that is because of our uniquely, I hope not too uniquely, instinct toward collaboration and mutual dialogue, not telling someone how it is.